In this video, I'm going to give you a tour of the side garden. The side garden begins here where the swing is. And right behind the swing, there's a palm. And there is an ackee tree. This ackee tree is really taking off. But I'm looking at the leaves and I'm thinking that perhaps I need to treat it. The leaves at the top look fine, even though they have a light green color. But those at the bottom, I'm seeing some leaf spots. And I'm wondering if this tree is not in the best of health. I think I'm gonna cut back this one here because it's really getting tall. And I want it to actually grow short. You see, it's almost as tall as the palm. Over here, oh wow, I planted this plant and this plant is really happy right here. I had forgotten about this. It's really growing nicely. Wow. Next to the sand cheeses, and notice there is a stunted papaya. This papaya is not doing anything. Behind the papaya there is a palm. One of the things that I'm trying to do with the side garden is to actually create a microclimate, because we are in the heart of the tropics, and here the sun is relentless. More palms so they can create those canopy, because the plants underneath, they love the understory. This is a thyme that I got from a friend. I think she said it's Suriname thyme. It's really getting big. I think I need to cut some of it off. I like to plant my herb right in the garden. And look right here, I need to cut this because these are blocking the pathway. This plant was not doing well in its other environment, but it seems to be doing better here. It has just pushed out a new leaf. I think I need to give it some nice, don't let the ground bare under there, more sand cheeses, because they grow wild and they can really fill up spaces. This is the palm. Let me show you the view that we've just passed by the swing. That is how it looks from here. As we go up further in the side garden, notice I'm doing some work right here. There is always work to be done. This one is a purple fountain grass that I think is very happy where it is. And this is a variation of the copper leaf. Variegated cassava. I'm thinking it's time to replant it because it has outgrown itself. I have the copper leaf here, and I just transplanted my elephant ears because let me tell you, it was having a hard time in the spot where it was. So I think it needed a microclimate, so I brought it here. I'm going to keep you updated on it so that you can see what it will look like. This hibiscus right above it, I have been fighting to keep it pest free. I think I'm gonna spray it because it would start off nicely, and it has these, let me show you the flowers. I like roses when they open, but the biggest issue right here is to keep this thing pest free. If you have any recommendations for me, please let me know how to keep this pest free. These are all lilies, and then we have the giant one here. Look at this one. And what I did with this one is I tried to pair it, so on the other side of the pathway, right over here, there is another one. But you will notice that this one is smaller because it was planted lately. And these, I have to do something to my ferns because I have them facing the sun. I feel as if it is not the best. Is that new? Oh wow. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put something in there that can give it water continuously. So right here, what I did was created a little seating, because I believe that with gardening, even if you're an avid gardener, and I know that as avid gardeners, we have a tendency to work, but not to sit and enjoy our work. I'm gonna come in and cut off all of those and really have this little seating looking good. Now let me show you what the seating looks like from over here. That's the little garden seating. It's not totally finished. You can see I'm putting paper to block out the weed, and then I'm going to actually plant around it, so it has like almost like a little mini room in the garden. That's what that looks like there. And then there's another palm. If you notice, let's look back at what we've just passed. You would see that at varying intervals I have palms, because I truly feel that you have to mimic the tropics in the tropics, and you have to ensure that you have that canopy. The canopy is essential to planting here. Again, another palm, and I want to show you this from this viewpoint here. What I've done was I've actually planted a pair of palms. Oops, I have to come till over here. I planted a pair of palms. Can you see them? So there's one there, and then there is this one on the other side, and I put an arch right there. And there's my baby vine. It was going to climb the arch. Let me show you. Right over here is the baby vine. Can you see it? Let me go closer. Oh my gosh, it is starting to send out vine, and then this is going to come now. Oh my gosh, you can see it, and it is going to actually cover this entire arch, and so we're going to have this view right here. This is another spot in the garden, and here what I've done is I've made some stepping stones. Let me show you. Like that. They're a little dirty right now, and I want you to be able to walk straight under the garlic and the sandpaper vine. Now tell me, why did I plant two vines in one? And now one is fighting for supremacy, and I don't know what I'll do because they're both growing now. Not flowering as much as I think they should be, but they're growing. Let me tell you, the best spot for me in the side garden is this one right here. I love it. The gomphrenias. This is the most popular color gomphrena that we have here. We call it bachelor's button, and the others grow but not as profusely as this one. And then right between there you can see my coleus. Now I don't know coleus by name, specific names, but that's one there, and then there is this one here. Oh my gosh, let's pull out this grass. Now under there, I think my little palm is doing well. This palm seems to really love being shaded, because when I had, let me show you, did you see it? When I had this palm in the open, it was not growing so beautifully. Look what's going on there now. Look how beautiful it is. Oh my gosh, it's really happy. It is happy, happy, happy. Wow. And then I have some coscomb right here on this spot. Now a lot of things growing here. Oh wow, let me tell you. You see this man right here? This is called the Rangoon creeper, but he's crazy. Look at what he's doing to my little Christmas tree. Huh. He's actually enveloping the whole thing. Now I know you want to have support, but you can't do this to my Christmas tree. And let me tell you, when it holds on, it holds on. Oh my gosh. All right, you stay over there. But let me tell you, the smell is amazing. This is also another nook right here. Let me show you what it looks like. That table there, it's the flowers that really mess it up. So I call that nature's art right there. These pots, I have to work on them. Have you noticed that in the garden there is always work to do? Can you imagine in a tropical garden what that looks like? And then this one is the umbrella palm. As I said, the canopy is important in a tropical garden. So you have to have those intervals with the palms all around as you are planting, and you have to be cognizant and aware of that. Now another time is over there. Oh wait, I said I was showing you my time. Let's go back a little bit, and we're going to go over here, and this is my basil. I think my basil is happier in this spot. I had this basil in a different spot and it was not doing well, but since I put it here, it's growing well. In our local culture here, we call basil married man pork. I don't know the origin of that name, but that's what it's called here, and it's really doing fine. One of the things that I know is that you have to make the plants happy. They must be in a space where they feel as if they're truly happy. Like you can see that Exura is really happy there. The Sanchezas, everything is happy in their spot. And when they're happy, they reward you with flowers. Yes. Alright, so the side garden continues with a white Musienda. Now this white Musienda is really happy here. When I do a different part of the garden, I'm going to show you why I say that this plant is happy. It's always in bloom, always in bloom. And more Sanchezas, because that's what they do. Now you will not even know that I have a chair in there, because these plants grow so profusely that they cover up the chair. And me, I don't want to cut them out. I see a weed. I see a weed. Let's stop and pull, because you know, once you pass them, they would keep growing. Oh my gosh, I hope I got it completely. This is actually a failed project right here. but I'm afraid to move it because I'm thinking that, wow, perhaps there is some life in there. Now we're in the dry season here, so we have papayas also, and this is another plant that I use to help with the canopy. I use a lot of papayas because that way we get our fruits and it's like an umbrella in the garden. The side garden continues here. I'm gonna go in. You know, the more you look at the garden is the more work you see. And all I'm saying is I'm gonna go in and do that and do that. So let's continue. Again, another palm. And I feel like this one is really doing the work that it should do. And under the palm, I have some Hawaiian tea plants. Yes. More papayas, because why not? Another palm there. That's another little garden room. And in this one here, I have the chair. I have the arch, and I've actually planted a bougainvillea to go over the arch. And I'm thinking that it's gonna look so amazing. It is in flower. Let's go look closely at what's happening with the bougainvillea. Oh my gosh. I have to show you this other plant. You are going to absolutely love it. This is the bougainvillea right there. And it is really flowering. This is so beautiful, and it has that one there. And can you imagine this just winding around the arch, profuse with flowers, and that backdrop. Now the side garden is from swing to swing, so this is the end of the side garden right here. It ends at this swing. But what I want to show you are papayas. Oh my gosh, I have to pull those dry leaves. What I want to show you is this plant behind the swing that really is in full bloom right now. It is having an amazing day. And I do have a canna that is in bloom also. But look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Now I planted one canna and they're going crazy. Yes guys, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next